Intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Crowell looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go. Tiger, Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got Curse. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Rawls. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bruce Irvin. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Rawls. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Dumps off to Powell. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr now on first down. Being chased out left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Carr going to throw. They dump it off to Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Lynch. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch. Also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Shift together here from the D-line. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Anunwa was the Jets' second leading receiver last year, had 58 catches, only one behind Brandon Marshall, who, of course, were the Giants now.
A breakout season for him, a big-bodied guy. Many thought that he was more restricted to moving the chains. Had an ability to get downfield and make big catches as well.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. This is Rawls. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Thomas Rawls, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. And they did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Carl trying again on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down. And
when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Throwing on first down is Carr. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw, it's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Cooper, the man in motion left. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Out to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Carr to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. first down. And a little floater there is incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Watch time, watch time. Tie it right, tie it right.
Get down, get down. We're ready.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on third down. Carr. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
7. Raider 1. Down. 734.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. There goes Martin, first down and more. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly right at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the gun, it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Nelson, the man in motion left. Carr gives to Marshawn. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Back now in the East Bay. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Martin, room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Toss play to Lynch. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Martin. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That's a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Carr forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Henry Anderson able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing now is Carr, escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Around his target, it's Anderson. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go. Four. Two down.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They go again with Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Bridgewater. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option. But as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down following the run.
93. There we go.
To throw his Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to